Some days you just need to unplug and spend a little time outside with your people. So we loaded up the kayaks, packed a cooler, and set out for an easy afternoon on what the locals call Little River. It's a slow-moving stretch of creek that winds through the trees, perfect for chasing bream, soaking up the peace and quiet, and just enjoying some good old-fashioned family time. No rush, no pressure, just the kind of day that feels like summer should. Let's get to it.
What's up, guys? TJ and Sarah here. Luke Dog Ventures. It's a Memorial Day weekend, and we come out here, got the kayaks out, and come out here on the little river, what they call it down here. In other words, an oversized creek. We're gonna try to catch some bream. Y'all come along with us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some funny stuff in here, because we ain't real good on these kayaks. I don't know how to go reverse, so. What's the awkward feeling? Anyway, y'all come along. We're gonna try to catch some bream, white perch, something. Y'all come along. Whatever we catch, we're gonna cook it. Appreciate you guys.
I'm gonna go up here to this cozy little hole so I can throw my noodles out. Not have to chase them.
I want to go up there too, that's where we catch fish at.
Yeah. Are you trying to race me?
Yeah. This is a heck of a lot better than that paddle there, babe. I think.
Mm-hmm. Just pulled in the first one, and it's a slab.
Yes, it is.
But I got on to something right here. This shady little spot. Sadie.
Mama got 3 to 2, 0. I'm really enjoying this kayaking. What'd you say?
Mine is not driving like I tell it to.
Not a little baby. Mama's catching all the big ones. What are you fishing for? What you fishing for? Fly fish in the ocean, they ain't in freshwater, babe. All right, guys, yesterday you watched us catch them, and I don't know if it showed up in any of the footage, but yellow flies yesterday when we was kayaking to catch these few little brim was tearing our behinds up, and they doing it here today at the house. But you watch us catch them, fix to watch us clean them, and next you're gonna watch us cook them.
All while we're doing the yellow fly dance.
You ain't lying, boy, they tearing us up. We got citronella.
Some people call them deer flies. We call them yellow flies.
We got citronella candles going. We got a thermocell going. It's 100 degrees. We got a fire going, and they still tearing us up. But we're fixing to knock the hide off these things, some scales, and next thing you will see us cooking them. Spoon. These little things skin easy. You could, if they was fresh, a little fresher than what it was now, you could take that water hose on high and hold them and knock the scales off. You got to get on each side of that tail, follow that top dorsal fin down there at the anal vent. You fry these things whole, bones and all. My mama would eat them like a potato chip. All right, that's I'll show you 2 different ways to gut it too. All right, that's with the spoon, and I'm gonna clean 2 different ways. The way I grew up doing it to start with, the way my daddy always done it, is the anal vent there. You come in right behind it, go down in front of it, angle your knife, come up here at the top in the gills where it comes together, come around and curl your knife back around. I think he thought he was saving, getting as much meat as possible. And maybe you are if you're eating it whole. And then come in here where you cut out for the anal vent, go in between those 2 bottom fins. and work it up. Not a whole lot of meat there at all. There's probably more in that horsefly right there than there are that right there. But that's one way some people do it. I've cleaned many of these growing up. I ain't got our sink hooked up. I unhooked it, so but that's what it looks like. Butterflied open. That's probably as most meat as you'll get off of it without eating the head and the guts. All right, we're gonna do the next one with a butter knife, and we'll clean it a little different way. The way I clean them now. I'm trying to get these smaller ones. There's another small one. An old butter knife, just a butter knife. All right, we got this in scale. Got on top of the head. The way we're gonna do this one is a little different as far as cleaning it or gutting it and removing the head. This one, see the anal vent right there? We're gonna come right behind that the gill plate right there, top of the head, and go all the way right behind that vent. And that gets rid of most of the guts. There's not enough meat in there to make a shish kebab out of a toothpick. A little bit of guts in there, and that's it. And that's what it looks like. That's the way most folks do it, and that's the way I do it from now on. Like my mama, she fussed at me because she wanted to clean like this. That's the way I grew up cleaning them since as long as I can remember. And she'd fry this whole thing, and she'd eat fins, bones, and all. She'd crisp them up. I don't know if any of y'all know what these are. Stump knocker, warmouth. That's a pretty good one for around here. It shrunk up a lot in the ice. I blame it on the ice anyway. But next way you can do it without scaling them is with a fillet knife. I'm gonna take this old bubble blade here, go right behind the pectoral fin. It cuts through the rib cage, and there's a rib cage, and that's just a follow around that rib cage. There's a rib cage, and there's a little fillet. Boneless, skinless, scaleless fillet.
About 15 of them right now.
And flip it over on the other side. You go right here up behind this, I cannot think of the fin, floater fin, what I call that's what they balance itself in the water, up here in the head meat. Angle it down, go through those ribs. And you want to stay. And they always clean a lot better when they're fresh. Got a little bit of set of eggs starting too. And there's your little fillet. But if you've never filleted bream, new to filleting them, skinning them, there's a bunch of different ways. I personally have not filleted them a whole bunch unless they're very, very large. Most of the time I do them all the same way. I grew up doing it that way. The skin don't bother me a bit. The scales, of course, are no good, but it's all the preference. If these were 3/4 pound or Bream, yes, I'd probably fillet most of them, but skin don't bother me. I like them. All right, you done watched us catch them. You got it. You seen us clean them. Now we're fixing to get us some hot grease and a cast iron skillet out here by the fire, and hopefully the yellow flies will leave us alone. And we're gonna cook them. We're just gonna do some cornmeal, flour, basic, salt and pepper. We ain't doing deep frying them. We're doing them in a thin layer of grease, and that's it. But that's our yield. We ain't sure what size we're gonna have with them, but whatever it is, it's gonna be good. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, you hear that noise? That's the sound of tomatoes growing. That's the sound of peas growing. That's the sound of okra growing. We've been working all day long out here in our garden, working on tomatoes, made several videos. We tired. We planted some peas, we planted some okra. Went yesterday and caught some Bream, putting to fry them up. Mama's done went in the house and made some corn salad with some fresh cucumbers that she picked out of the garden. And we're fixing to throw some potatoes that we grew. Check out our playlist on our gardening to see the cucumbers, the potatoes. The fishing is another playlist. But we're finna get this party started. We got our grease cooking here in a black cast iron pan. And we got our Bream here. We got a couple fillets, but all we're gonna do is throw us a little salt in there. Ain't but a couple of them, but it was a good time. Throw a little bit in there. Now all this is right here is all-purpose flour and cornmeal. Got us a little pepper. I like a lot of pepper. So we're gonna throw a good bit of pepper on them, mix them up, throw a little bit in our batter. When you fry fish, you like to keep them with kind of consistent with the size of the fish. All these are pretty much the same size. We're gonna give them a douse. We're gonna get a little bit in the crevices to give it a little crunch. We got our peanut oil down here in that old pot cooking. It should be around 350. We're fixing to. We got to pause for system identification. Our grease got a little too hot, so we took some of them homegrown onions there and dropped it in there to cool it off and get that little bit of a smell out of it. We're going in with our fish. That old onion to give it a good flavor anyway. If you ain't checked out our video on the water sprinkler, how we do our water sprinkler and our tomatoes, you have to check it out. We got it going now. Missed out on the rain today that we're supposed to get. While them's going, I'm gonna go ahead and drop these other few fish in there. We even got a couple fillets. And batter them up and let them be soaking up some of that good old cornmeal. The rule of thumb when you're deep frying fish, what we normally do, you wait till it floats. But you got to keep a little bit closer eye on these pan fried fish. But they dang sure good. You can't beat old yellow cat, mud cat, or that's the best catfish you can eat in a frying pan like this right here. All right, guys. We let them cook about 3 minutes on each side. You can eat sushi, so if you undercook them, ain't gonna hurt you, but these ain't undercooked, I promise you. We got some tater chips we fit to try out there in a minute. Nature's tater chips. We're gonna lay these over there and let them cool. This Mama's red breast. We're gonna take these up in batches. We're gonna let these cook, but here's the little fillets. You can get him down there where he can get in the hot tub with everybody else. I know y'all seen this two-step in the video a while ago. I don't like to put it on my fish when I'm frying it, because when you do, it darkens it up, it'll burn your grease, make your grease dark. But I do love to sprinkle some on my fish when I get through. Flip them over. Old grease still on there. It'll soak it up. That flavor will infuse inside that fish. You was wondering what I meant about nature's tater chip. That's it right there. I won't get no better than that, I promise you. We're gonna let these cool for just a minute or two. We're gonna try them out. We ain't gonna show you everything else we cooked tonight. Been a long weekend, long last 2 days, and we still got another day tomorrow of work to do. But I'm gonna taste one of these out for you. You saw us catch it, clean it, and cook it. Enjoyed every bit of it. Promise you that. And I already know it's gonna be good just by that tater chip. But we're gonna let them cool a second, let these finish cooking, get them up, and me and Mama's gonna enjoy us a meal with no camera on. Like I said earlier, when you're cooking, try to keep them. All these are about the same size. These little bitty fillets, they done. But we mixed them in there with some bigger ones, so they still like a few minutes. But while I got them out, me and Mama's tired. I'm finna go ahead and try this out on camera for you. I already know it's good. And let you know what it tastes like. I don't know if y'all watch our videos, but if you don't, you know that's one of my things right there. Egg rolls. I always eat egg rolls with my fish. Comment below if you eat something funky with your fish. But when you're doing a fish, of course you gotta eat that tail. Get that out of the way with. Pull this back. Well, them are crispy too. But you can take and pull this. That's hot. Leave a little split right there. And you see that steam right there. So grab you a little piece of it. Trying anyway. That's some good shit. Good stuff, excuse me. Had a Bream in a long time. Most folks overcook the Bream, get them dry. The flakes are like rubbery. Make sure you cook your fish right. Don't overcook them. Hope you learned something from this. Hope you enjoyed the experience like we have. If you like, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Hit that play button because there's something down here linked to it probably. There's no telling. Mama's got a great imagination. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all watching. Thanks. Like always, keep watching. Thanks, guys.